In this video, we will learn how to loop through the uppercase and lowercase letters in the alphabet. We will finish this project we started in the previous lesson. Last time, we programmed these two parts to display a selected range of uppercase letters and a selected range of lowercase characters of the alphabet. In this video, we will program this part. This list box must show all the uppercase and lowercase characters in the alphabet using a for loop. The characters must display in ascending order by default. And when you select the reverse checkbox, the list must display the alphabet in reverse order. If you haven't watched the previous 3 lessons, go watch it first. And stay tuned, I will show you what to do if you want to create this project with me. Hi, it's Gerard here from LearnDelphi, where I help you to grow your Delphi programming knowledge and skills, step by step and line by line. If you see value in this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. And all the links that I mention in this video, you can find linked in the description box below. Let's jump in. In every video, we focus on specific lessons and use those concepts in sample projects. I start with the code immediately, so I do not demonstrate how to create the graphical user interface. So I only focus on the code of the lesson we are doing. If you want, you can download the graphical user interface and anything else that I use in the project to start immediately where I start with this lesson. You can download the graphical user interface from my Patreon page at patreon.com/LearnDelphi. That link is also in the description. And I'm using Delphi 10.3 Community Edition to record these lessons. There's also a link in the description if you want to download a free copy of Delphi. In this video, we will revisit some of the concepts we covered in previous videos. We covered ASCII characters in lesson 11.1 and 11.2. If you are not familiar with those concepts, go watch lessons 11.1 and 11.2 first. The links to those lessons are also in the description. So pause the video here, go do the downloads, and watch the videos I show you on the screen. Then come back to this video to do the project with me. If you downloaded the starter files, open your project in Delphi. We already programmed this part. Here you must select if you want to show the uppercase and lowercase letters of the alphabet in ascending or descending order when you click the button. Let's get our hands dirty in the code. Double-click Show All. This event handler handles the on-click event of a button named btn show upper and lower. Let's first declare a few variables. Go above Begin, type var, press enter and type ch_character as char. Press enter and type bln reverse as boolean. ch_character will serve as the counter variable for our loop. Every time the for loop enters a new cycle, the next character of the alphabet must be assigned to ch_character. bln reverse is a boolean variable that must store the value of the checked property of the checkbox that reverses the letter of the alphabet. Go under Begin, type bln reverse :equals chk reverse dot checked. Here we read the check property of the checkbox named chk reversed. If it is checked, the boolean will be true, otherwise it will be false. Press enter and type this statement: lst upper and lower dot clear. Here we clear the list box to make sure that we start with a blank list. Make a new line, type if, followed by a space, replace true with bln reverse equals false. Make a new line, type begin, press enter. Delphi adds an end statement. This block will only execute if the checkbox is not checked. Go after end and remove the semicolon. Press enter and type else. Enter and type begin. Press enter. Go here between the first begin and end and type for, followed by a space. Replace I with ch_character. Replace low with uppercase A between single quotes. And replace high with lowercase z, also between single quotes. I'll explain this code in a moment. Go to the next line, type begin, press enter. Type this statement between begin and end. Let's analyze the code. This if branch will only execute if the Boolean variable is false. In other words, if the reverse checkbox is not checked. The compiler must start a for loop to cycle through the letters of the alphabet. The for loop starts by assigning uppercase A to the counter variable named _character. Then it adds uppercase A to the items property of the list box named LST, upper and lower. The loop must end when _character is lowercase z. So after adding uppercase A, it will come back to the statement and assign the next character, which is uppercase B, to _character. And then it adds it to the list box. Then it comes back and assign uppercase C and add it to the list box. This cycling will continue until the loop reaches lowercase z in the alphabet. When it loops through the whole uppercase and lowercase alphabet, the loop ends. In previous lessons, you learned that the for loop only cycles through data types that have values that are ordinal. In other words, it must be an integer or a char data type. You also learned before that the characters follow each other in an ordinal sequence in the ASCII character table. This for loop will start with ASCII number 65, which is the ASCII number for uppercase A, and it ends with lowercase z, or ASCII number 122. In the ASCII table, lowercase characters follow uppercase characters. So this is like saying for _character equals 65 to 122. Notice this loop will also find these funny characters between ASCII number 91 and ASCII 96, because they are also in the range we want to loop. Now go between the second begin and end. This is the else branch. It will only execute if BLN reverse is true. In other words, if the reverse checkbox is checked. Type for followed by a space. Replace I with _character. And replace low with lowercase z between single quotes. And replace high with uppercase A also between single quotes. This for loop must cycle in the opposite direction than the one in the if branch. It starts with lowercase z and ends with uppercase A. To cycle an ordinal range in reverse order, we must cycle down. So replace to with down to. Go to the next line. Type begin. Press enter. Type this statement between begin and end. Let's analyze the code. If the Boolean named BLN reverse is not false, this else block will be executed. The for loop will then start cycling from lowercase z and ends with uppercase A. And with every cycle it will add the character it found in the alphabet to a list box named LST, upper and lower. After it added the last character, the loop ends and continues with the code following the loop. Make a new line under end and type this statement. Here we count the items in the list box named LST, upper and lower. Then we convert the result to a string and assign it to the caption of a panel named PNL, upper and lower count. Run the project. Click show all. All the letters in the alphabet must show. First the uppercase letters from A to Z. That is followed by these funny characters we saw earlier in the ASCII table. If you don't want to list these characters, you can apply a bit of conditional logic with an if statement inside your loop to filter them out. The funny characters are followed with the lowercase letters of the alphabet, from lowercase a to lowercase z. And here under the list box we display the item count of the list box in a panel. Now let's see if it displays in reverse order. Select the reverse checkbox. Click the button. Now the list box displays from lowercase z all the way down to lowercase a. That is followed by the funny characters again. Then it is followed by uppercase z and it goes all the way down to uppercase a. That was easy. Close the form and save the project. Next time we will continue with for loops. We will explore nested for loops in a new project. If you had fun with this project, leave a comment under the video. And if you learned something new, please like, subscribe and share my lessons with your friends. Thank you for watching. And a special thank you to my supporters on patreon.com. Happy coding! See you next time.